Okay, today we are playing a game on Nepal. We are in the Platinum SR range, and we will be playing 1 round as Orisa and 2 rounds as Reinhardt. And our current team composition is Reinhardt, Zarya, Genji, Soldier 76, Lucio, and Ana. So I don't have much to say about it other than Soldier 76 is a little bit meh in general, and this isn't really his map, though Sanctum is still a really good Soldier 76 map, to be fair. Other than that, I don't need to say about it. So we're going to play on Shrine first, that's the one. A very inconvenient map, I find. We have a Lucio, so we got here mad fast, but they also appear to have a Lucio. Oh, olden times. Just speed boost right up to the objective. Get the beneficial positioning. So they have a Doomfist, which is really inconvenient for us as Reinhardt. Thank God that they're nerfing Doomfist. Am I right? Am I right? So we're having a lot of trouble muscling our way in. Right now we're purple, so we don't want to take the shield down. Countercharge there, Reinhardt. Fortunately stopped being purple right before we had to do that, so it all worked out quite nicely. Purple again, but immediately got it wiped off because of Zarya. He's purple and out of position, so he's pretty much fucking dead. And that basically all just about worked out in our favor. Now we've been nano boosted. We are purple, but we don't really care because we're a very big strong boy right now. Started to get kind of low though. That did a lot of damage. Did the nano boost wear off, like, right as she hit? Yeah, I see. I was like, that was a lot through the damage resistance, but it just wore off. Unfortunate. We already won the fight by that point, though, so it doesn't matter that much. So, we got into a really unfortunate and awkward scuffle, but it's alright, because it worked out in our favor. The Reinhardt getting, like, pushed over into this corner was really brutal for him. While he was purple, no less. So he was pretty much screwed at that point, and it all fell apart. Because he had to have Earth Shatter by that point as well. If not, he was like 5 points away from it. So if he didn't end up in like such a terrible position, he might have been able to ult us. So, but from that position, it was never gonna happen. How sad for him. So we've got Earth Shatter now, which is nice for us. I can hear a lot of people talking in my ear. It's very distracting. So we've been gravitoned. Here comes the Earth Shatter. We weren't ready for that. And we got Earth Shattered right in front of the dragon. He had to have the Earth Shatter. So because we got ours. And we were having basically like a mirror. Like, we were just swinging at each other for a while. If we got Earth Shatter, he's got Earth Shatter. We weren't ready for it and we got hit. That's like 90% of playing Reinhardt is just blocking the other Reinhardt's Earth Shatter, so like, you know, that's kind of a big deal. No point using Fire Strike right now, because we already have our ultimate built up, which is Fire Strike's entire point, building your ultimate. If you have Earth Shatter built up, don't use Fire Strike unless it's going to kill somebody. By all means, kill someone with Fire Strike if you can. But otherwise, once you have your ultimate, there's no point using it to poke anymore, because you're not gaining anything out of it. Because you've already got your ultimate, so all that's happening is you're doing chip damage to them, that they're going to heal up, so their healers will get some ult charge, and we're getting nothing off the deal. So, not worth doing if you have your ultimate. So that's kind of just Fire Strike's point, really. So he doesn't have Earth Shatter at this point. We used ours. We didn't... I would be more concerned with their Reinhardt right now, because he just charged right past us, and like, I can see Doomfist running for the Zarya. I'm pretty sure Zarya is going to die, and this is going to take us, like, really far away from our team, and our team is currently being attacked by the nano-boosted Reinhardt right now, so I'd rather turn around and, like, try to pin him, because I see the fight going over here probably going okay at this point. Also, just like, Zarya, I'm pretty sure is fucking dead by this point. If I'm going to pin anybody, I'm going to move a little... If I'm going to not deal with the Reinhardt, I'm going to move a little bit to the left and pin this Doomfist who got knocked down instead, because the bubble won't last long enough if we take him that way. Because I can see that Doomfist is clearly making eyes at Zarya over here. So was Soldier, as it turned out. So I would have been more concerned with the Reinhardt, but if I'm going to pin one of the people we Earth Shattered, I'm going for the Doomfist, because I think the other guys have got the Zarya dead. So we got more or less blindsided by Reinhardt. So you know, could have reacted, but it would have been kind of hard. I'm not down with this nano boost, really, but hey, we've been nano boosted, so... Hanzo really wants it, but we got him. Fucking kidnapped him and got away. Doomfist's still here. Doomfist's not going to do anything to us. He just has to come and touch the point where they're going to lose, you know? So, they gotta rush in right now. This boy's getting close to having Earth Shatter at this point. We got put to sleep, so we couldn't really deal with that one very much. It's alright. It all worked out. We captured the checkpoint. We won. Easy peasy. So now we're on Sanctuary. So we're going to decide to change to Orisa, which is fair enough, because she's pretty good on Sanctuary. Reinhardt's also pretty good on Sanctuary, but Orisa is better, generally speaking, because you can yank people off the sides, and you can still do mostly the same thing Reinhardt can do, whilst also threatening people from further away. So, Lucio's died, because he was up to no good, basically, and he didn't get away with it. They have a Winston, not that we care much about that. Mercy just tried to get herself fucking killed right there. We're still very fidgety. We've seen Flycaster, our man, a few times at this point. We're still pretty fidgety, because that wasn't a very good example of tracking right there on the Mercy. I'm a little upset that she got away with, like, so much health. So Zarya, she's taken it upon herself to kill us right here. We're also getting shot by someone from... Reaper. They have a Reaper. I see. I was like, we did take a big chunk of damage really quickly. Zarya isn't high enough charge to do that. I see the issue. Reaper's pretty inconvenient for us as Orisa, but there aren't many ways for him to get to us on Sanctuary. So if we're vigilant, you know, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. So now we have to try and get back through the doorway again. They don't have a great team for, like, holding us in place because they have Zarya and Winston. So we can just sort of, like, slowly march our way through, and we'll eventually get through as long as nobody gets picked off, because they just don't have a front line made to hold people back. Here comes Winston. He's on top of us right now. We are, like, going way too far up right now, because we've separated ourselves from our team, because they can't come around this corner with us right now. They'd expose themselves way too much. So, like, us going around this corner, we've just, like, separated ourselves from them. We don't have our shield right now, because we also went in without our shield cooldown up. So we ended up getting killed. We're just too far. We went too far up compared to our team, and without our shield cooldown as well. So we were pretty fucking dead. They can't follow us around. There's a Hanzo over there. They'll get fucking murdered, so they can't come around with us. We just went forward too quickly right there. You gotta be real patient when you're advancing in as Orisa, because you gotta slowly leapfrog your way in. The easiest way to die as Orisa is to get a little bit too carried away and go, I can do it. I can march my way in right now. I got Fortify, and then you get shot and killed. So, Winston's being, like, really fucking inconvenient right now, but he was never, like, going to kill us unless he did just some absolutely legendary math and pushed everybody off the edge, but that's not what happened. We used the bongo. I'm not super excited to use the bongo just because it looked like we already won the fight by that point, and we don't want to commit an ultimate to a fight we've already won. Granted, the bongo is not exactly, like, a fantastic ultimate or anything, but, like, just Primal Rage Winston and I think Lucio were left. I'm not too concerned about that. I'd rather save the ultimate still. So Graviton didn't really accomplish a lot. We, like, overthink ourselves with this Hanzo situation a little bit and take a while to kill him. We could have just been shooting that guy. We decided to try and use Halt as well. Overshot the Halt. We basically outplayed ourselves on that one. We could have just shot the dude, honestly, from the position we were in. Because he didn't suspect a fucking thing. Even though a giant robotic centaur I would not personally consider to be the epitome of stealth, but he didn't suspect a thing. So Snow Globe's out up here. Ooh, isn't Roadhog frozen in an interesting position? Look at that. Look at that. How sad for him. So they have a Reinhardt now. We don't have a Reinhardt, which is a little bit unfortunate for us, because Orisa can kind of try and block it still, but, like, it's not that big of a deal for Reinhardt. He can just, like, walk straight through your shield. So he got well and truly fucking bullied right there by a fucking Roadhog. I've been this Reinhardt before. I've been in this position so many times. Been like, alright, let's go, boys. Alright, I guess. Guess I'll just be in the ceiling for a while. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. So again, we're too far up compared to the rest of our team. They aren't up here with us, so we walk forward to fight Reaper and Hanzo. We've got a giant head hitbox. The rest is history at that point. We're just not keeping track of where our team is relevant to us, and they're not in position to back us up. There's like 2 walls between us and them, and we just get fucking murdered. We're also just, like, closer than Orisa wants to be in general. Orisa doesn't like to be right next to people. And they have a team that would like to be right next to us. They're all about that. They got fucking Roadhog Reaper and Hanzo. Like, the closer he is, the easier it is to hit our massive head hitbox, right? So, they would love for us to be close to them. And Orisa generally does not like to be close to people. She's not the worst when people get, like, right on top of her, but she certainly doesn't like it, you know? You know, she's more at home than someone like Anna would be, but, like, Orisa is weak to dive. So that's, like, we should have seen that one coming from the fucking next town over. Like, this is a very, very telegraphed Reinhardt maneuver right here. I'm gonna go around the corner, and as soon as someone comes around this corner, they're going to have a bad time. At the very least, we had to go around the corner with Fortify up. Because, like, he wants it. He managed to actually pin us into the door frame as well, which is sad. But, like, we should have been able to see that one coming. So, I don't think we get back to the point in time. We might get back to the point in time. We don't get back to the point in time. I did say we played 3 rounds, so, you know. Sort of gives away the outcome of that round a little bit, doesn't it? So do we win or do we lose? Go in, lock in your choice right now. Do we win or do we lose? Because we've seen, you know, we've seen 1 round where we stomped, we saw 1 round where they stomped. So, just flip the coin, basically, on this one. Village, my favorite map in the game. Wonderful map. So we've all gone up on the high ground together. Incredible. So hard to get people to go up on the high ground on this map for some reason. So we managed to get here a little bit faster than them, so we get to go over and start smacking them first. Unfortunately, there's a Roadhog still lurking in there, in the depths, and he hooks us right out again. It is one of those situations where, like, we are running in, swinging directly in front of 6 people. That's very risky business. Winston's bubble is up right now, so that gives us some protection. That's fair enough, but, like, now it's about to break, so I'm gonna put my shield back up at this point. Because now there's nothing blocking me and the 6 people if I continue swinging. And we can see 6 people are in there. There's a lot of things that can lead to you directly dying if there's 6 people shooting at you at once. So that's one of those situations where, like, even though you can go in and start swinging at them, it presents significant risk to do so. While the Winston bubble is up, fair enough. There's a shield between you and them. As soon as the Winston bubble is gone, which is not going to take very long, let's be real, that's the point it's time to start blocking again. So, at least until, like, we start gaining a little bit more initiative than we had right there. Like, once we see that we've started getting, like, a bunch of people low and, like, or, like, we've picked 1 or 2 people off, then fair enough at that point. But, like, staring at 6 people is scary, you know? So, we managed to get back. We've basically got our ultimate built up at this point. Their Reinhardt's probably pretty close, because we had, like, a full-on, like, melee breakout over there, so he's probably pretty close as well. Don't think he got to swing into as many people as we did, so he's probably a bit behind us, but he's gonna be, like, basically there as well. Just general thing with Reinhardt, if you got your ultimate, you can never really go too wrong by assuming that he's got his, but that's just, like, let's watch that one again, because that's just, like, this is what Reinhardt players dream of, honestly. It doesn't go like, you know, the real dream is that that fire strike kills all 3 people, but it didn't quite kill Reinhardt, sadly. Came very close, though. So they're upset about that one. He's still got his Earth Shatter at this point, so we need to be concerned about that. But, you know, they're upset about that one, especially Moira, seeing as she started using Coalescence and then got Earth Shatter, and she was like, Reinhardt! So he's really low. He doesn't want to take his shield down to Earth Shatter right now, but his team managed to keep him alive a lot longer than they had any right to, all things considered. Don't do that. There's so many things that can go wrong with that charge right there. Went back a little bit too far. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong right here. Like, for example, if Roadhog just turns around, then it all falls apart. If that Hanzo Over there, I point with my hand, as if you can fucking see, like the dumbass that I am. If this Hanzo turns around, that's it. It's all over. If this Anna over here does anything, it's all over. There's so many things that can go wrong with this charge. It's not worth doing. All three of the people we could see could fuck that one up. So, don't go with that. That was a little bit of a risky maneuver right there. Just back up and wait to get healed instead. Then, like, resume business as usual. In general, if you're really low on health, backing up and getting healed is quite rarely going to be the wrong choice. It's one of those things where, like, the conservative choice is very unlikely to have disastrous results. You might not capitalize on an advantage fully, but, like, it'll very rarely go badly for you. So they got Earth Shattered while we weren't here. So that's their own fault. I don't want to use Earth Shatter. I'm upset we got nano boosted, because this fight is so far gone at this point already. I am not gonna Earth Shatter in that position unless I can get the entire enemy team, basically. Because there's no other way that fight turns back in our favor unless we Earth Shatter all of them and kill them while we're nano boosted. Which isn't impossible, but I'm not gonna Earth Shatter from that position. Because I gotta get, like, their whole team before I'm gonna commit the ult to that fight. Because as soon as we got nano boosted, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, we lost this fight. Just, what's the button? Just hold this real quick. So Reinhardt's fucking dead now. That's tragic for them. Basically now we start going in. We were looking for Hammond, I think. We just go in after we kill Reinhardt at that point. Because that should be enough to, like, basically win the fight, given how soundly he got picked off. So Reaper went in and started spinning. We had sound barrier, and we could block him, and then he got made purple, and then he got shot. So basically everything that could go badly for Reaper went badly for Reaper. It wasn't a good angle to Death Blossom from. He basically just, like, ran right at us and started spinning, which, you know, there's a few things that can go wrong with that one. Usually you want to get, like, a little bit of a surprise on him. So Reaper's trying to Wraith form up to the objective behind us right now. Lucio was also up to no good, but he's fucking dead now. He's also fucking dead now. We've got Earth Shatter. Here comes the tire. Fantastic, it didn't kill us, because we've got Earth Shatter right now, which should be enough to win this game from this position. Here comes Winston. He didn't even get here. Fair enough. Lucio's a little bit upset about getting slept over there. That's understandable. I'd be upset, honestly, if I was him. So, other Reinhardt got play of the game. Sadly. I mean, what is he up to? What is... Yo. What's our man's plan right here? I'm gonna sprint straight through his shield. No, he was just like, I'm gonna steal the health kit. I'm gonna steal the little health kit and fucking run away again. Alright. I mean, that's one way to assert dominance, I suppose. Yeah, let's look at the suggested videos, because I mostly just want to see if we can get an absolutely legendary one, like, the Muff Estate again. Oh, that's not very legendary already, is it? We've got speedruns, Kingdom Hearts story summary. Amazingly, it's not a fucking 9-hour-long video, which is what I would expect of a fucking video about Kingdom Hearts stories. We got a lot of games done quick. Oh, how about that? We got another one of Flycaster's videos. I do like his Hitman, but I ain't about to watch a video like that. Yeah, it's a very sad story, Dead Space. How Ratchet lost its edge. I don't, like, okay, so, like, basically, it went, you fucking love video game history, don't you, and fucking lore. Not especially, but, you know, fair enough. And yeah, I want to play Artifact, and I like Day 9, so that's not exactly surprising. Great job, YouTube. You mostly figured it out, but, like, you know, I'm not this much of a lore man. You can calm down. So I don't have an overarching thing to say about that one, other than we didn't block Earth Shatter that well, though the one time they got Earth Shatter without us, so what can you do about that? We didn't block Earth Shatter that well, and I didn't really like how we used Earth Shatter that much. Other than that, I ain't got much to say about it, really. So thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. And I hope you found the video helpful.